determination, patience, and trust. Hello, all you beautiful souls out there in my social media family. How are you doing today? My name is Chris, and I'm here to help you find your happiness. In today's video, we're going to be discussing determination, patience, and trust. Now, these are three things that you need to be successful in any aspect of life, whether that be personal or business, and in this respect, also even during your healing journey, whether that be during personal or business as well. Now, one of the things that we're going to go ahead and start talking with is about determination. This is probably the most important aspect of being successful, regardless of what it is that you're striving to achieve. Now, for me, I needed the determination to achieve my healing journey, to get to that stage where I no longer allowed things in the past to keep me in suffering. I no longer allowed things in the past to make me anxious or keep me depressed or whatever those, lower vibrational feelings were that were, like I said, keeping me in that state of suffering. Now, understanding this was a little more difficult. It was because it's when you're in it, it's very hard to see that there is a way out. And a good analogy of that is like if you are in the thick of the jungle, it's very difficult to see the pathway because you're just sitting there fighting through all of the brush and all of the vegetation that's in there. Now, imagine if you're on top of the mountain and you could see somebody down in the jungle. Well, it's obviously that you're going to be able to see from way up high, from a higher perspective, you're going to be able to see that pathway out. And that's one of the things that we really have to understand, why it's important to believe in a higher power other than ourselves. Because there is someone up there, whether you believe it to be God, whether you believe it to be infinite spirit, the universe, whatever it is that you call it, it's definitely important to believe that there is someone up there that is guiding you down the path of least resistance. The only thing is that we have to be open to be receiving that guidance. And that is having the determination to be able to know that there is something there better on the other side of where you're at right now. Second thing that we want to discuss is patience. Now, patience is, I laugh because it was probably the hardest thing for me to learn throughout this whole process of my healing journey. And it's still something that I'm still working on, yet I know that just like a seed, when it's planted into the ground, we have to have the patience for it to first start to come out of the ground and then grow large enough to be able to bloom. Now, whether that be flowers or whether it be bearing fruit, it still takes time. And regardless whether we're talking about our healing journey, we're talking about something else going on in our personal life or even our business life, we still have to have the determination and the patience to get to our end goal. Now, whatever that may be for you, it's going to be different for all of us. For me, the purpose of sharing these three things with you today is to discuss my healing journey and how I was able to stay determined, stay patient, and now here we go about talking about the third one, and that's trusting in the process. So this is probably also another key component to whatever it is that you are trying to accomplish. Now, again, for me, I'm discussing my healing journey here, and so during the healing journey, when I first started, I had to have the determination to know that, because I wanted something different. I knew that I wanted something different. And so I realized that I needed to be determined to change my current state of being. And for me, that was mentally, emotionally, and, not quite physically, but my physical, I wasn't like sick or anything per se, but yet I didn't like where I was at physically. Okay. I didn't have the things that I was used to. And so with that determination, I started to take action on those things that I needed to do in order to change the way that I was feeling, to change the way that I was thinking. And once those things started happening, then it took patience because I started to take the action. Then I needed to have the patience to allow those things to start to integrate into my life. And the biggest factor of all of this, like I mentioned earlier, is having the trust in the process, that regardless of how long things are taking, that as long as we stay determined, have the patience, and keep that trust that the things that we desire and dream of will start to come into our lives. And that is one of the things that I have noticed already through using those three things to achieve the things that I desire, both personally and in business. All right, everybody. I hope that you found this video helpful. I can't even talk. I'm so excited because these, and I'm going to take a pause here for a second. These are things that I really, really encourage you to use because they made a huge difference in my life. Those 3 things alone were the game changer for me. Those were the things that really made a difference for me to get out of the stagnation of suffering and into the excitement of living. And that is what I want to share with you today. So please have the determination, have the patience, and above all, trust in the process that the things that you dream of and desire will come true as long as you have the determination and patience to achieve those things. All right, everybody. I hope you found that video helpful. Don't forget to smash that thumbs up button. And please, if you haven't already, go ahead and click that subscribe button as well. And until next time, I'm sending you all much love. Namaste.